Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He has found the way through. Opts to play it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Eze. Eze going forward. Eze. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Chelsea with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. And here's Bruno Fernandes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Passes short and sharp. Oh, this is a chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. No way through, so... Oh, shooting chance! Rice. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Rafael Leao. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played back. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a sharp pass. And it's Rice. Inter Milan, yet to have an attempt on goal. Mbappe! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Shot at goal! Oh, it's come loose.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Eze. Engages and forces him off the ball. Eze really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Konate. Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The ball's gone astray. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Goal!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Threads one in. Chouameni. Van de Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rice. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Barella. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Martinez.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chelsea have their second corner now. Tchouaméni clears it away.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Martinez. Floated through. Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting... And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Inter Milan finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Martinez. Martinez powering forward here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Eze. And Mendes. He's found a way through. Nuno Mendes. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nice touch. Shot could be on. There, and the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Chelsea find a position of real strength now. No, again there's no way through. Driving forward. And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Yildiz. Can he latch on to this? And it's made its way to him. There's the shot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Yildiz probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And it's been taken short. Timber, delivered low. And it's going to be another one. So their fourth corner of the game. Burmo goes short. And Burmo. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that is a nice touch. He'll try from distance! And that's off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 7, numero 29. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's shifting through the gears here. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Barella has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Alvarez. Inter Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. It's come to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Yildiz. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
He's had it taken off him. Yildiz. Muscular approach does pay off here. He is through here. Ferran Torres. Yildiz going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Dembele. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And Bomo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Good steal, he just read it. That's really well manoeuvred. Van der Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great defending, strong and determined. And Bomo running with intent.
4 minuti di recupero.
4 extra minutes added on. And Bomo. Ferran Torres. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Yildiz. Oh, it's Dembele. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think we'll see a lot of this guy, Eze. If he plays on the left, he loves to cut in on his stronger foot.
And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tchouameni with the clearance. Van der Ven pinches it off him. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's managed to get free. Look at the space here. James with a fine tackle. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yildiz, and he's in on, and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Martinez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barella was in no mood for any of that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Mbappe. Eze has created one goal already. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Chelsea definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And here's Lewandowski. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. James. Mbappe might just make this. That's good running with the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a dangerous ball. Eze. It's a goal kick. And this is Lewandowski. And they're back on the ball again. He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! Goal! And this is getting better and better.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
This looks promising. Oh, now he can run away with it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it out wide, and it's Timber. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? No way through there. Eze. Great ball, and Rice! And that is well cleared. Looking tidy in possession here. Bruno Fernandes. Eze. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Chelsea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Lewandowski. That's the end of the first 45. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, they could break here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Mbappe. Yildiz. And it's Dembele. He might be in here, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A case now of complete control. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Nuno Mendes. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Palmer. Eze. There he goes, motoring forward. Martinez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nuno Mendes. Chouameni. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, chance for a shot! And no mistake. They're back within reach! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So could they be onto something here? Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's a good foray he's making. Rice. Højlund. Yildiz. And Mendes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Rice. He's looking wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gets a good foot in there.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 23, numero 37, numero 24.
Ferran Torres will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Numero 29, cambio di giocatore.
Nuno Mendes. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Lofted upfield. Looking for options for movement. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space, to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Shoots! And that's in! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 17.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So now the difference is 3. Pedri, Ferran Torres wins the duel this time. Now it's Neves. Yildiz. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram. Well, that looks a decent ball. Great chance! It's a goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Tchouaméni. Shot could be on. Pedri. And the pass is intercepted. Pedri. And that will be it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Inter desperately
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Nicely weighted ball. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well.
Eze! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Palmer. Well, that has not gone well.
Oh, really well played.
Not a hint of offside here. Very nicely done. Palmer stood his ground strongly. Nicely aimed pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chouameni. Rice. Eze. Foot in. Mbappe going forward. It's a searching pass. Mbappe. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's given a throw. And it's Barella. Martinez. Timber.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Chouameni. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Quickly taken. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eze looking understandably energised after his goal. Dembele. Chouameni. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe is firing after that one. And here's Dembele. Oh, now he can run away with it. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. But they've got it again. Rice. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a right smile there.
Palmer getting this one clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. Chouameni. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That's been slipped through. He is through here! Van der Ven defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lewandowski has got himself a free kick. Palmer. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he... And he shoots! Rice. So what can they make of this? Van Dijk cuts it out.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Dembele. That is good alertness. 5 minutes till the break. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Lewandowski. And it's Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Dembele. Closing in on goal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
And the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Inter Milan come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves.
It's Lewandowski! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Van de Ven. Now James. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Barella. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he welcomes it in. Tchouaméni with the clearance. And smartly reclaimed. James. Now he's off and running. Defending was strong and firm. Eze.
Such good technique.
Now this could... And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Cross into the box. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Viene sostituito con il numero 19. Cambio di giocatori.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Great chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Pinches it off him. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that is well cleared. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the run. Oh, cracking ball. Shapes to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Alvarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Chelsea have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Osimhen, and he's being shifted off it. Bruno Fernandes. And it's James. Now Van Dijk. That's really well manoeuvred. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nuno Mendes.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a little off target. Vinicius Junior. Nuno Mendes. To Barella. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Driving on and making good progress. Rafael Leao. Yildiz. And he's quick to get rid. Bruno Fernandes. Mbomo.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7, numero 17, numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 14.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. João Neves. João Neves! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
João Neves clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti
Pass is
di
coming
recupero.
off in quick succession here. He's shifted it to the flank. It's a goal kick. Yildiz. And it's James. Now, can they get him away? Konate does well to get it back. Here's Rafael Leao. He's found a way past. Vinicius Junior. That's the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Chance, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Not the most accurate pass. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Tchouameni, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Inter Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And here's Lewandowski. Van der Ven wins the duel this time. James. Oh, that's fabulous. No goals as yet. Some front-footed pressing going on here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Chouameni. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Eze. Now it's Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Palmer. Alvarez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Lewandowski. Picked out, can he finish? It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game. Rice! Superb from Rice! A finish right from the top drawer! They are purring, truly purring! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the counter is on. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Alvarez, and he's picked out the run. Oh, he's all alone. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum...
And he shoots! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And he's done it again. He's got his second. Oh, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And that brings the first half to a close. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And they're quick to get it back. James. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Nuno Mendes. Barella. Eze, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now there's a fine ball. Skims one in. He's having a shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So now the difference is 3. And the shot! And it's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
There's the shot! And yes, it's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Palmer. Ball's out once more. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense.
And another try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Lewandowski. Palmer looking to add to his goal. Mbappe. Good pressure, determined, intense. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. James kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Courtois to save this spot kick and his team. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, facciamo gli auguri a un membro del nostro fan club che oggi festeggia l'anniversario di matrimonio.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. And here's Dembele. And it's Dembele. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh, cracking ball. Decent chance! It's there! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's a promising position. James. And it's made its way to him. Rice. Dembele. Eze. Dembele. And here's Eze. Eze finds himself offside. Eze charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rabiot. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Rice. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Chelsea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Saliba gets a foot in here, looking to play him in. Well, now here's a good battle by Lewandowski! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bruno Fernandes. James. Van Dijk. And it's Mendes. Searching pass he's played there. And the ball is out of play. Eze. And it's Rice. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Dembele. Pass somewhat off target. Dembele looking understandably energised after his goal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Foot in. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Rabiot. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Deftly away.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rice. Eze. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, that was vital. Rabiot. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Eze. He shifted it to the flank. Eze. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Martinez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Inter Milan unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, nice touch. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, great leap! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. And he's running through. Eze, can he finish? Oh, good take in a good area. Dembele! And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, such a clever touch. Bruno Fernandes delivers. James attempts a clearance. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Lewandowski. And he can thump it away. "60 minutes played. Nuno Mendes. Not the most accurate pass. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Inter really are.
Mbappe, he's through on goal here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a good run down the right, but that has not gone well. James, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Lasciano il campo
And
per
it's Neves.
il numero 19, il numero 11, il numero
Alvarez
14.
absolutely
Cambio di
focused then
giocatori.
on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of...
And he shoots! Goal! They're seen no way back, but they are level.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Nuno Mendes. Yildiz. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
He's having a good look here.
Sostituzione per
Well, I think
l'Inter.
this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Lasciano il campo
And the
per
shot's on
il
here.
numero 6. Il
And it's
numero
been hooked
23,
away.
Il numero 29. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, important interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Ferran Torres. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone backward here. Look at the space here. Real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
All hands on deck for this one. They've played it short. Forced to go back. Now goes for a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Chelsea now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Wan-Bissaka.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Well, he certainly was.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It's a good spell of possession, this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he spark a counter here? Not the most accurate pass. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And we have our very first corner. Eze plays it short. And here's Eze. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's there to belt it away. Foot in. Timber. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Eze is on to this. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eze running with intent. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eze showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Ferran Torres. Simons! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Xavi Simons is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now it's Rice. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Timber ventures forward. And it's Rice. Can he get on the end of this? And that is well cleared. Just eases him off the ball. Nuno Mendes. Mendes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Very nicely done. Nice interception, well timed. Van Dijk with the clearance. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bruno Fernandes threads one in, and he plays one through. Now there's a chance to shoot, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal, Inter! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rice, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Lovely pass. And a chance! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100.
Decent chance! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And the shot! And that's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
He's picked... Shot, surely! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's really well manoeuvred. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palmer. And they can counter here. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Barella, chance here to counter. And it's Eze. Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chelsea have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So their fourth corner of the game. Rice goes short. Now it's Chouameni. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Chouameni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Eze with the short one. And it's going to be another corner. The corner count is rising. That's 6. They've played it short. And here's Xavi Simons. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8.
So we have movement
Numero
on
20.
both benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 19. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Bruno Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined.
Bruno Fernandes really needed to concentrate on protect.
Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Chouameni. And it's Mendes. Corner.
Attenzione, un cambio.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, that's neat. And the shot! Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. And Burmo plays it short. And Burmo. Nicely weighted ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Lewandowski clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Well, they are up to their 9th corner of the game now. Yildiz goes short. Real chance! Keeper's got his work done.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Well, they've won their 10th corner of the game now. And Burmo plays it short. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 17. Numero 23.
Rice with the
Lasciano il
short one.
campo per
Now it's
il numero
Rice.
18, il numero 9.
Yildiz. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him. Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nice control. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vinicius Junior powering forward here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's on it. He's had a shot! Goal! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cambio di giocatori.
Chelsea are making a change now.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And he was quick to react. Yildiz. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Chelsea visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Mbappe. João Neves. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He might be in here! Good read, needed to be. That's a sharp pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Neves. Played out to the left flank.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Alvarez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Yildiz. And here's Vinicius Junior. And Bomo. And it's made its way to him. Vinicius Junior. And it's Lewandowski. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Inter Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly... Shoots! Goal! time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Speed of thought, efficiency. Oh, he's on his own! Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Passing nice and neat. Is there any support? He might not need it. Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that is a little undercooked. No, that's been intercepted. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Opts for safety. Tchouaméni. This is a promising build-up. That is good alertness. Palmer. Oh, nicely intercepted. Timber. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barella. He's on it, can he get away? Martinez. He's a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Burmo. Rice. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Palmer, looking for options for movement. Barella. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Palmer proves just a little bit too strong. Bruno Fernandes is onto this. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Nuno Mendes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Rice really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A case now of complete control. And a chance! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are right back within touch.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And the pass is intercepted. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in this. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nuno Mendes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh no, what has happened here? And a shot! Oh, good finish! with half-time at hand. Perfect timing. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Palmer. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. That's it, 45 minutes up. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Inter Milan leading just about at the break. It's too close for comfort. It's 3-2. And so the action is resumed. Palmer. Rice. And it's Dembele. Looking to play him in. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Martinez. Oh, that's well spotted. Rice. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's picked it up, and he shoots! And that's a tidy finish! And he is just ripping it up! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's...
Quickly taken. Well, that has not gone well. Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, it's Dembele. Out towards the flank. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And it's Rice. Now, can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8. Lascia il campo per il numero 14.
And it's been taken short.
Una sostituzione.
Very nicely done. He's had a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Chelsea really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Rice goes short. Now it's Rice. Vinicius Junior. Foot in. Oh, it's come loose.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again. Oh, just a keeper now! And he's heaved it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Tchouaméni. Mbappe. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. He's through here, and it's made its way to him. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Nice bit of trickery. Rafael Leao powering forward here.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Played out wide. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a promising position. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the counter is on. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's being urged to shoot. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 13.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Il numero 18. Cambio di giocatori.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a sharp pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Yildiz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yildiz. 4 added minutes on the board. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pinches it off him. Now it's Yildiz. Well, played right into his path. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile consumare alcolici solo nelle apposite aree. Grazie.